On this episode of Make or Break, I am possibly doing the unthinkable. Behind me is one of the rarest cars in the world racing history of England and the world. This is a Ferrari 250Gto. Jesus Christ.
Welcome to Hard Up Garage.
Okay, it's a replica. We all know it's a replica, but I'm considering buying it, and I want each and every one of you lovely people at home to let me know if I should. The amazing guy, Mr. Tupper, is holding out to see if I wanted to buy it, because this does scream Sam Harden. In this episode, we're going to go around every nut and bolt. I'm going to show you what it's running. I'm going to show you what the floor pan is. I'm going to show you the engine. I'm going to show you the interior. And at the end of it, we're going to decide if I need to own it or not. Let's do it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is a 1973 Ferrari, and as you can imagine, this car was not around in 1973 because the base of this car is none other than a Datsun 240Z, and this has been off the road for over 30 years with the last logbook application in 1996. So 28 years of dirt, grime, mold and mildew build up on this fantastic piece of history. And yes, it is a replica, but I hear that the 240 Datsuns were the best car to ever build this on. And as you can see, there are slight differences. I mean, the rear window is trying to escape the vehicle's body itself, and there are slight issues that make this car not an exact replica. I mean, on the front fenders, you've got these louvers going down each side, which are completely different, which I'm going to show you on the screen, to what they look like on the real car. You've got steel wires, you've got some amazing banded steels on the back that are super wide. But I'll tell you what, if Goodwood Revival was on and you saw this coming the other way, you would just assume that this is a real Ferrari 250Gto. And I'm pretty sure I'm saying it wrong, and someone out there is going to shout at me, but the details and the perfection they've gone to making this car look very special as a replica are amazing. This has been dry stored, ladies and gentlemen. There was a video by a friend of mine, the Bearded Explorer, that came out recently that showed all these cars, and the link to that video will be in the bio below. But first of all, we're going to have a little look around. So you've got wire wheels. I mean, these look like a 16-inch to me at a quick look, but they're actually a 15-inch, and these are original knock-ons, or what they call knockoffs. So basically, these wheels themselves have got a spline that bolts to the hub, then you whack these with a lead hammer, and then you can actually undo them to pull them off the splines on the front and the rear. The body itself is fiberglass, but as you can hear, the original Datsun steelwork is under there as well. Moving down to the doors, but also fiberglass. It's basically a full composite fiberglass body. Walk around to the rear, you've got the Plexan rear window, which is in there, but you've got these original style lights. And on these original lights, you can normally give them a little look, and there you go. STD 67. So these lights here could have possibly been off a real Ferrari, unless someone out there can tell me what they're off. They're very similar to the GT40 lights, but slightly different. And they've got 1967 actually on them. You've got the 4 quad pipes on the rear. And then in the boot, as you can see, you've got this big part here, because that's the original back pan of the 240. And then you can see the spare wheel and the toolkit and where the battery would be hidden. But this blue lovely velour here, or velvet, is also matched inside on the roof lining. Walking down the passenger side, there's no big scrapes, there's no big dents. Craig and his team have gone above and beyond to get this car out in one piece and making sure that it wasn't damaged. So as you can see, it is really clean. You've got the original style fuel flap, which clicks out on this side here. This is a dummy. This is exactly as it should be on the real Ferrari. But what I do love is the fact that they've used the 240Z, for the reason that you've got these lovely steel window frames which give you that authenticity, that look of an older car. You've got the steel vent at the front, but in here is where it gets really interesting. You've got these here, which these twist round, and these are your original Ferrari styling bonnet lugs to keep that bonnet down. You twist them round without damaging the paint if you're a good person, and then you lift up it and you get to see this. This is a 2.4 or a 2.393 litre straight 6 running on, these are what they call twin 40s or twin 45s, depending on what they are, or they could even be 50s actually, or 53s. But you've got 3 of those all on the front, all filled by one fuel system. They said this Datsun engine was one of the best engines because you could actually balance a 50p piece on the engine and it wouldn't fall over. That's just how smooth this engine was. You've got the original internal legs, you've got your internal legs either side, you've got the original Datsun brake-in, so all the parts of this car are very easy to get and readily available. Got an alarm on it, that's even got the key on it, which is super, super cool. But you know what, straight away, you've got one hell of a power plant under there, you know. To have this amazing engine straight away is a really, really good start. The Datsun power plant was amazing, and you've lost quite a lot of the weight on the body. You've got rid of a lot of steel and you've replaced it with fiberglass. But I'm going to let Matt, my amazing guy from MC Car Media, if you don't know who he is, go check him out on socials. I'm going to let him open that door and I'm going to get him around the other side, all right? Because in here is the truth and the reality behind the fact that this car has been stored for 30 years. Get down here, Matt. Oh, absolutely fantastic. So all the internal seals and the A-pillars are all steel. They're originally off the 240Z, as well as the roof is also metal. But inside is where I need you people at home to let me know if it's right or it's wrong. Okay, so you've got Ferrari key ring. That's how you know it's a real Ferrari, all right? In here you've got these leather seats, which are really nice. The bolsters aren't worn out. But this dashboard here, is this something you would assume as being real and like being as near to a Ferrari as possible? Because I don't know what a real dash looks like. I'm going to put one on the screen now because I don't have any idea, so I'm going to put it on the screen and yeah, we can either say it is good or it isn't, but that's pretty amazing. And then as you get in here, the cobwebs, like you can't fake 30 years of rot and grot. I mean, like 250Gto floor mats, original wooden tools, you've got the gated manuals. This is the original gate that would go on here, which would give you your gated look, which is really, really cool. And then you've even got a tunnel here. So this tunnel here would go above that like that and be bolted on, and then this would go over the top, which is absolutely fantastic. All these little details really help you rebuild cars like this. That is your transmission tunnel. So I take it that goes sort of between the 2 seats like that and gives you your armrest, which is nice, but really, really cool. I mean, replicas for me, they mean so much to me because, you know, growing up, my mum and dad lived in a council house. They swapped, they bought their own house when I was young. But these cars will never be achievable. These cars will never be able to be owned by people like myself, all right? But someone has gone out of their way to build something special here. I mean, it's got the original Nardi style steering wheel. There's the twin layer wood with the dark grain on the outside, the light wood on the inside. I mean, that steering wheel itself is just beautiful. This car is so special. Someone has spent thousands and thousands of pounds making this car look right. And I know, and we all know it's not real and it will never be real, but there's something in my heart that pounds out of my chest when you really think how special this is. I mean, I would dream in 2 weeks' time to somehow buy this and take it to Goodwood Revival and just be driving down the same streets with these real Ferraris and just try and put a smile on someone's face, because that's what this is really about, isn't it? It isn't about trying to fake someone. This is about putting a smile on someone's face as they see their dream car going by, even though it's not. And for me, the reason it gets real and the reason it really blows my mind is that the seals are solid as a rock. There's no rot. The seals all the way along are solid. And if anyone out there knows, Datsuns rot like a pear, and there is just no rot. It is all solid. And you look around it and really, because this has been hidden from the paint's been hidden from the sun for years, there's a chance this could polish up really, really well. They've put a spanner on the engine to make sure that it turns over, and it does turn over free, which is really good. It is only showing 2,500 miles this kit car has ever turned a wheel, but I wonder really how many miles it's done, the actual car itself, because originally this would have been a very, very special car. And, you know, I found a key here. It doesn't look anything like a key. It's a Ferrari key. There's a box of keys. There's boxes and boxes of keys to work through to see if we can find the original keys. But I tell you what, I absolutely love it. Before we end the video and before I let you know what I'm going to do, I'm going to throw one hell of a montage together, and it's going to show you the wheels, it's going to show you the badges, it's going to show you the details, it's going to show you the perfections and the imperfections. And I just thank Craig Tupper for allowing me to come up here and look at this car before it goes to someone. If I can afford it, I'll try and buy it. If not, I won't. Things are a bit tight. Even comes with a free cat. Everyone loves a free cat, you know. Yeah, do you like the Ferrari? Yes, you like so he does like the Ferrari, Mr. Pretty Cat. So it's not every day you can come on a car hunt and get a free cat, is it? So with me and the cat, I'm gonna roll a montage. Sadly, the gentleman that owned this amazing collection of cars, which you've seen just there, not only the montage here, but there's a video out for the Big Explorer and it's on my screen at the minute. And the gentleman that had all these amazing cars has been succumbed to dementia, which is horrible. And his son has decided to sell the cars, and Craig, a good friend of mine, has gone above and beyond not to rip him off and give him reasonable prices for cars. But in the next episode, I'm really gonna blow your mind. 1984 Porsche 911 3.4 litre flat six. Oh, it's gonna blow your mind. Guys, thanks for watching another episode on Make or Break. We'll see you next Wednesday for another treasure trove of barn finds. Thanks for watching, guys, but now what you gotta do is hit that subscribe button, followed by the bell icon. What the bell icon allows you to do is let you know when we release new videos every single week, including this crazy video with Snoop Dogg's Cadillac Coupe de Ville. We're also available on amazing platforms like Facebook, YouTube Shorts, Instagram, and even TikTok. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week. Keep being amazing.
Sounded like a real new anthem. Shawty saw my wallet, now she think a new ransom. Whoa, telling me she wanted me to hammer. Trying to get saved, baby, I am not the answer. No.